You might remember this from the Plus 4 unboxing, the poor old power supply that looks like it's been through a lawnmower. Mains cord gone, low voltage leads snipped, and the transformer completely entombed in resin. Well, today we're going to fix it. Welcome back to Earie's 8-Bit Workshop. This time we're resurrecting the Commodore Plus 4 power brick, the first step in finally getting the Plus 4 running again. So here's the situation. Commodore completely encased the transformer in solid resin, and I get why, safety, durability, but it also means you can't service it. Well, challenge accepted.
After 2 hours of sawing with a renovator, drilling, hammering and chiseling, we have this. Only half the resin is removed. The rest around the transformer is just refusing to budge. I honestly wonder how others managed to tap it out with a wooden jig. Mine is so solidly bonded that we're just going to have to write it off. So instead I've made some modifications to the PSU box OpenSCAD program I wrote for the TI-9922 project. This new version is smaller, with the same internal dimensions as the original Commodore PSU. I probably could have made it a little smaller, given the dimensions of the adapter and the transformer, but not to worry. Again, I've printed it using nylon rather than PLA. Although the adapter and transformer put out very little heat, I found that PLA does tend to misshapen over time. We'll use this case to house the new 5V adapter and 9V transformer. Since printing the lid, I've extended the program again to allow for an SVG logo to be added on top, perfect for custom builds. We could have the Commodore logo on there. I've updated the PSU generator on my GitHub, the link is below. So here are our modern replacements, a small 9V AC transformer and a compact 5V DC adapter. They're tiny, efficient and actually available to buy in 2025, which is nice. The Plus 4 needs 2 power rails, 9V AC and 5V DC. We need to figure out which wires go to which pin. And before we connect to the output plug, let's double check the polarity. The Plus 4 square plug has AC on the top 2 pins and DC on the bottom. Looking into the plug, bottom right is 5V, bottom left is ground. So there are 4 coloured wires, red, blue, white and yellow. Using a continuity tester, we can test which colour goes to which pin. Yellow and white are on the top, 9V AC, doesn't matter which way round we have those. Blue and red go on the bottom, 5V DC. So blue is ground and red is live. I'll snip off the ground wire, we don't need that. We'll fit a new mains cable through the original strain relief boot. A small squirt of silicone lubricant helps get the wires through the boot. We'll wire both transformer and adapter to the incoming 230V mains using joining clips, solder and heat shrink. The clips help make a strong join. Once the 230 volts is done, onto the 9 volt. Then onto the DC. While the AC doesn't really have a polarity that matters on the 9 volt supply, make sure the ground and 5 volts are the right way round on the DC. Everything's neat, solid and heat shrunk just how we like it. And of course, always make sure you're unplugged before touching any mains wiring, and don't ask how I've learnt that one. Okay, it's assembled. Before we put it in the box, let's test it. Power on. Bottom pair, 5 volts DC, perfect. Top two, 9 volts AC, lovely. Now we're going to hot glue the new components into the case. Make sure everything's stable. We put brass inserts into the posts to screw into and then put the lid on. Job done. Okay, let's get this thing plugged into the Plus 4 and see if it lives. A black screen. Well, the PSU is good and that's progress. Looks like the Plus 4 itself will be our next patient.
So, one rescued power supply and one slightly uncooperative computer. Well, if you've enjoyed this bit of vintage surgery, please do give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe and ring the bell, because next time we'll be opening up the Plus 4 to find out why it's giving us the cold shoulder. Until then, stay charged, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next Earie's 8-Bit Workshop. Goodbye.